everybody, David Sieg with the Ecommerce Business School. I'm out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today is about to be a very special day. I'm meeting up with our Director of Training and Coaching, Brian Cummings, and Brian's going to be putting on our third ever E-commerce Masters Intensive program. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I don't want you guys to miss out on it. Whew, come follow me, and let's talk to Brian. How do you do?
Today we're working with Barb McGuire. She is one of our high-level members. We're working on her Amazon print-on-demand business. Now today is that part of her E-commerce Masters Intensive. It's an immersion day where she's going to learn everything from start to finish of how to build a print-on-demand business on Amazon. So she'll learn product research, how to do product design for her print-on-demand products, how to list those products and advertise those products on Amazon and fulfill the orders. The intent here is to put this business in a box where she learns not only how to develop cash flow in her business, but she's also building assets by bringing in more inventory, bringing in team members, and then in addition to that, she's creating systems. And we'll also teach her about automation.
So this is all happening in one day.
One day, then there's many weeks of follow-up work with her.
Right.
Today's the special day. And I held up this book right here. It's filled with SOP, standard operating procedures. Now each of the operating procedures in here is a process in the business that she'll be learning from start to finish, that she can then implement from this point out.
The print-on-demand process and how I go about it step by step. It's nice to meet you, Brian.
I'm so glad you're here. Are you excited about today?
I am thrilled to be here.
Well, awesome. Your brain is going to be full. That's right. That's a good way of describing it.
Yeah.
So these are the standard operating procedures plus some additional documents that are going to be helpful for us.
Okay.
And they're placed in order. We can just go to the next one. They're in this order here of product research, product design, listing, sponsored ads, and order fulfillment. You understand the
It's
five
the
areas,
process,
right?
yes.
The process. So we will be covering all of these to the degree that you need to cover it. I know that we talked in your pre-session, thank you, a more need to do validation, niche validation.
Yeah, I think I have basic understanding of the whole process. The niche validation and keywords are areas that I want to cover more. The whole listing and after an order is placed, that process is pretty unknown to me.
Okay.
I watched the videos, but it didn't sink in.
You're going to have the opportunity to actually do that for real.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very helpful to me today.
All right, so Brian's been taking Barb through the niche finding process, trying to figure out what's a good niche to sell in on Amazon. And then what products within that niche will sell the best. Products that are print on demand, such as shirts and mugs and towels and sunglasses, bath mats, bathing suits, baseball hats, sweatpants, yoga pants. So they're looking at clever and funny engagement sayings. So now it's time to hunt for the most popular keywords in the engagement niche to see if any of these sayings that they're coming up with will work well on a product on Amazon.
Good to have an early start. There's a lot of ground to cover.
Yes. Yes. So putting palm tree on it, you know, there's graphics that you could add to make it more interesting.
Yes. So what would you like to do?
I can't decide between rings or a beachy kind of look.
I haven't seen any beachy kind of looks, but we have seen rings
Yeah.
on the better sellers.
Yeah.
So that should
So-
probably work, right?
Okay.
Any other elements that you wanted?
You could do this squiggly thing.
You could. Is it necessary?
I'd like to see it. No.
All right.
No, I'd like to keep it simple.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I totally agree. Now
Yeah.
notice how it's, even though that's a hard to read script.
Yeah.
She could have used, or they could have used, a better script for that. But notice, because it's short, it can be easily read.
Yeah.
What have we accomplished so far?
So far, Barbara has identified the kind of product and the kind of design that she wants to create a product for. In this case, it's a t-shirt to the engagement bridal niche. We've established people are buying these. There's not a whole lot of competition. That's the first element. Now we move from verifying that this is a shirt that will sell. You know, it's validation. We move from validation to design. We've got to design the shirt. Then we can list it and run some ads to it. And actually today we'll be placing an order for that shirt.
So by the end of today, there will be a listing up for the shirt.
Yeah, that's what's going to be cool. So it'll be live on Amazon, and we'll go ahead and place the order ourselves from our own account or my own account, so that she can have the experience of fulfilling the order. That's why we do that. There's going to be lots of shirts that show up, and typically on the first page of search you have 36 t-shirts, something like that, maybe 48 t-shirts. If you're not on that first page of search, you're probably not going to be found on Amazon. So we've got to run an ad, so we buy our way onto that first page of search. But the other thing with Amazon is that there's so much traffic there. There's so many buyers there. It's pretty easy just to hunt and peck without any ideas, just by typing in gift t-shirt. Whatever comes up on the first page of search is probably selling well. So you could say, oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's a great idea. And that's a simple way to find new products to sell on Amazon.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. I enjoy this process. Teaching is where I'm in my element. But something that you can't not do is give all the background, the reasons why you do what you do. And it's one thing to train people and say, here's step 1, step 2, step 3. But if they don't understand the context of those steps and what the greater goal is and how that single process has to fit in with all the other processes, they get lost. And then they make one wrong turn, one wrong move. And even though they're following the directions, they're not following it correctly because they don't understand what the end goal is. So I really take a lot of time to explain the big picture of why we're doing what we do. And then they have what I call an OIC moment.
What you guys have accomplished so far this morning, how do you feel about everything?
I'm feeling more confident of the process of selecting a niche and then a product and then identifying where a product has potential or walking away from something. So that's been good.
We're doing a t-shirt, so you're going to create a design here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to say about EMI, how it originated, where we got the idea for it, and why we put these events on?
How perfect would it be to be able to have someone come in one day in an intensive to have that one-on-one mentorship with a master trainer, a master seller. Brian has been through 11 Q4 selling seasons. He's been selling on Amazon 11 years. Highly, highly experienced. And, really it is to help meet the needs. It's for busy people. And they find that it's very difficult to go through this training piecemeal throughout however many weeks, sometimes months, Whereas, as if they can just come in for a full day and get everything set up from A to Z, that shaves off months of work where you're watching videos in our back office. All to say, with my idea, this notion that this is what busy people need. It was speaking to me. I'm very, very busy. And so if I can just hunker down one day with someone, I've not personally had that afforded to me. So that's why I'm doing this for people, is it really helps massively jumpstart their business. It's an extremely rare opportunity.
I am.
Okay. Can you go to your help now?
Help?
Help?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm on help.
Right. Okay. On the search bar, can you type in GTIN?
Okay. This search bar here? Where am I?
Yeah, the search.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Right here, see the,
There. Am I in the right place?
Can you go back? Like, can you click the go back arrow?
Yep.
all the way up. I'm sorry, scroll down. See how it has variations offer some
Right.
vital info. We're on the vital info tab,
Right.
and we're going to be filling out each of these.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to go to my Word document and I want. Oh, I see. So this is yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you're going to do a long sleeve t-shirt, then you might go long shirt.
Okay. So shirt
If you're
and
going to do
long
a
shirt.
tank,
I will do a tank.
sweat,
Yeah.
or sweatshirt. Josie, where we failed is we clicked the add variations button immediately, thinking that's
Right.
where we're going to add more variations.
Yeah, that's the place.
Okay. And then I believe at this, if you want to put cotton in the material type, you can.
Okay.
Go to there we go. It's on variations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So size, color.
Right. That was down the bottom.
Okay. This is the part, Josie. So for size, let's start with small and white. So I see what's happening. Where we skipped, yeah. Okay. Then type in here.
So, as you can probably tell, we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of setting up an Amazon listing, as well as making some important decisions about things like product variants. Don't try this at home. Get an expert to help you. Okay, Brian is in the zone, he's in his element, and Barbara is absolutely making the most out of this day for her brand new print-on-demand business here at the Ecommerce Masters Intensive.
Well, you know how we talk to each other. It's like, Pam, when you got a moment? Oh, that's right. It's next Thursday.
Yeah.
I went through boot camp with Coach.
Oh, you did boot camp.
Twice. I got my dog tag with me.
All right, so what did we accomplish today?
Oh, we accomplished a great deal. I chose a niche, put together a design, got the production file and the mock-ups done, and I got some lifestyle images, which was important to me to have those. We put together the description, the title based on keywords.
Mm-hmm.
We did the description bullets and made them crisp and used keywords in those. Then we went into the listing process, and I understand the listing process for variations, which was an important point for me. I had the option of designing a mug today or shirts that have color and size variations, and I wanted to be challenged today and opted for the shirts with color and size variations because I wanted to go through that here with you today. I accomplished what I needed to accomplish to be able to reproduce the print-on-demand products going forward. And if I run into any snags, I know that Brian and I will be talking. So, the follow-up sessions are comforting as well.
Yeah.
I think choosing a design and designing it, it came together easier than I think that's my favorite part of the whole thing. What I really needed to learn that I learned was how to get a listing together and how to make keyword selections well. And I'm glad I have that taped.
You mentioned that you understand the process.
Yes.
Through that. So the process that begins actually with, what do I sell? And you have to ask yourself, what is it the customer wants to buy?
Yeah.
How is that now for you that you understand? Because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. As we were going through the keyword search, it was falling into place for me that I need to come at keywords from a different vantage point, not as a seller, but as a buyer. I know I've heard that in the training before.
Mm-hmm.
It's also different going through video trainings online and trying to apply what you've learned versus
Ain't that so? Yes.
But with the support of you next to me to be able to make sure I'm not getting off track, because it's very easy to get off track. I don't think it's difficult to learn, but it is complex enough so that it appears overwhelming, and having someone who can point me in the right direction as I'm going through the steps was very helpful.
Anybody can follow a roadmap, right?
Right.
But if you get a little off course and you're still going down the direction that says, okay, turn right,
Mm-hmm.
and you make a right, you're even further off course, aren't you?
Right. You don't know you're lost. Yeah, until
Uh-huh.
you're so lost, you're in Canada and you thought you were headed to Mexico. And I didn't realize when I signed up that it was literally one-on-one training.
Mm-hmm.
Blows me away. But it's a huge, huge thing.
So tell me about your experience with Brian today.
Brian is gifted in assessing me and what works for me and complimenting that and pointing me in the right direction and encouraging me when I flub up and close something that I spent 10 minutes working on and I just shut it down and lost it. So that's a very gifted teacher, very gifted teacher.
But you had a good sense going into it. You had watched his video, so you
Oh,
had a
yeah.
good feel.
Yeah, if you connect with a person who's offering you training, it makes the whole process easier. It's just easier.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you connect through a video, it does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I could have gotten through the process without it. I really don't. And my sister and I have talked about this, that you can slog through anything, but I don't think I would have stayed with it if I had tried slogging through on my own.
Well, I'm noting the sister part. Well, just that seems like that's a real part, a bond you have that helps move you forward. As you talk this through with your sister, it's led here.
Oh,
sounds
yes,
like.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Because we're both smart enough to figure things out, but there have been hurdles that I never would have expected. We both decided that we would have given up and walked away from the business if I hadn't reached out to your company for the support. So I think this has been a huge blessing to me. I knew I was going to be lost without this. I just knew it in my gut. And so I wasn't going to do that to myself.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how many people fall out for lack of this ability to have someone.
Tons.
Yeah.
I am absolutely without question sure.
Yeah.
Tons of people walk away. And just the people that I have talked to about having an e-commerce business, they roll their eyes. And I can see the brain moving. Okay, I'm not going to let them discourage me. But here is proof that you can be successful with this.
What would you have to say for someone else who might want to consider this?
I think if you're able to become involved in this one-on-one intensive, it will transform your business. You know, as I was flying here, I was thinking about the investment, and it's an investment. There is no doubt about it, and not everyone has the finances for it. But if I think about a college degree, I mean, I got my bachelor's a lot of years ago, and I know I will get more mileage out of this than I got out of my degree. And if I was getting a degree today, there's no way I can cost justify that expense for a bachelor's degree versus this. I mean, seriously. And the potential return on that investment, there are college students coming out and not having jobs. So you have to, sure, it's an investment, but you have to weigh what the potential is. And I think it's huge. And I want to thank you for offering me this opportunity.
Oh, you're
Yes,
very welcome.
yes.
I'm very grateful that Brian is willing to do it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you updated your schedule.
All right, that is officially a wrap on the Minneapolis edition of the e-commerce Masters Intensive. It has been intense. It's been a little bit exhausting, but what can you really expect? Brian and Barb are each taking a well-deserved rest at the moment, and that's about it. I hope that you enjoyed watching this as much as we've enjoyed being here today. And if you are interested in learning more about the e-commerce Masters Intensive, click the link somewhere around this video, and we'll see you next time.
Intensive in the sense of she's going to learn everything from start to finish of how to select winning products, how to, let's see, do we go through this way?
Yeah.
Go outside. Should we go back and then go? What we can do is make a right here.
Back through the pool.
No,
And then,
the right where it says exit.
okay.
Okay.
The good news is we're gonna have a lot of B-roll footage of us getting lost.